Hey guys, proportion time. Okay, so this is Monday. We're going to do proportions. Okay, so first of all, what is a proportion? A proportion is when I have a ratio equal to an. For example, 1/2 equals 2/4, right? Even if you check it out, it is true. And if you cross multiply, it's true. 1 times 4 is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4. Yep, they are definitely in proportion. And 1/2 is a ratio. It could be something like, for every 1 blue pen, there are 2 red pens. So it only makes sense that we say for every 2 blue pens, there are 4 red pens. So what you're looking at when you do a proportion is that there is some kind of relationship between two things. And in this specific one, there was a relationship between blue and red. Now, I'm going to turn the page. Usually, when they ask a proportion problem, there is a number missing. So a proportion has 4 numbers, but in a proportion question, they only give you 3. The 4th one is missing. For example, for every 6 boys, there are 5 girls. If are 300 boys, how many girls are there? Okay? Now, what this means is when I count 6 boys, there will be 5 girls for every 6 boys. And this keeps true for the whole school. 6 boys, 5 girls. 6 boys, 5 girls. The ratio never changes. Therefore, I can create a proportion to put my 1, 2, 3 numbers in. I will know where to put it because I'm going to make little notes on the side. I'm going to make B for boys and G for girls equals B for boys, G for girls. So now I start putting in my numbers. 6 boys, 5 girls. So this 6 and this 5 is in a relationship with each other. So this 6 and this 5 will go together for my boys and my girls. The other number they gave me was 300 boys. There's only one other place to put the boys, and it's here at the top. Okay? And I don't know the girls. That's the question. So that'll be X. Now all I need to do is cross multiply and get X alone. Okay? Doesn't need to be X. It can be P or A or D or K or Z. Any lowercase alphabet letter will do. And now we cross multiply. 6 times X, they get stuck together, is 6X. Equals 5 times 300 is 1500. Whoosh. To get X alone, 6 must go away. That's why I'm going to divide by 6. But since I divided with 6 on the left side, I have to divide with 6 on the right side, or else my equation is not true anymore. So this 6 divided by 6 is going to give me 1x, and 1x is the same as x. Okay, now I'm going to do some division. 1500 by 6. I don't know that off the top of my head, so I do a division sum. 6 goes into 15 twice, which is 12. There's 3 left, bring down a 0. 6 goes into 35 times, which is 30. There's nothing left, so what do I do with the 0 that still remains there? You bring it down. And what do? You divide. 6 goes into 0, 0 times, which is 0. Now there's nothing left to bring down. How many girls do I have? 250. Now these numbers are easy. You know why? Because they're whole numbers. But what if we have something that looks like this? Let me just cordon that off. Okay? I say, for every 1/4 teaspoon of salt, there is 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. How many teaspoons of salt if the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of sugar? Okay, let's 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be a proportion, not only because of the 3 numbers and the 4th one is missing, but there's a relationship between salt and sugar. So I'm going to do salt over sugar equals salt over sugar. Okay, the 1/4 and the 1.5 is in a relationship with each other, so I put them down. Now be careful. You don't want to put a 1/4, 1 here and 4 there. That's wrong. The 1/4 goes at the top, the whole 1/4. So a 1/4 comes at the top, 1.5 goes at the bottom, 1.5. And then I've got 2 teaspoons of sugar. On my other side, sugar is at the bottom, so I put 2. It's my salt that is missing. Now what do? Cross multiply, get the variable alone. 1/4 times 2 equals 1/2. I just worked it out. 1/4 times 2 equals 1/2. So this is 1/2 equals half times x is 1.5 x. Now to get x alone, I must divide by 1.5. Not only here, but there too. Or I can do this. If I change this into an improper fraction, so half stays what it is, this becomes 3/2x. Then to get rid of 3/2, I will multiply with the reciprocal, 2/3. And on this side, 2/3. So on this side, this is what we got. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. So you've got 6/6. What's that? 6 divided by 6. What's that? It's 1. It's 1x. And 1x is x. What about the left side? Top times top, 2. Bottom times bottom, 6. Can I reduce that? Yes, I can. Divided by 2 gives me 1/3. So how much salt do we need? 1/3 teaspoon. Okay? You can also get to questions where they have decimals, but again, you're going to cross multiply and get the variable alone. So what's the biggest problem that we're looking at this point? Is you guys forgetting how to work with fractions and forgetting how to work with decimals. So we'll be doing more of those in class. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.